Politics often feels like a never-ending argument where nobody is answering the same question. People often argue past each other, even when they use the same words. Why do debates about capitalism and socialism go in circles? Because people mix up three different layers, and once you see them, the confusion disappears. In this explainer, we'll separate ideology, economic system, and governance, and show where common words like capitalism, socialism, nationalism, democracy, and technocracy actually belong. This single distinction upgrades almost every political debate. Layer 1 is political ideology. It answers, what should society value? Freedom, equality, tradition, national identity. These are goals and moral priorities. Layer 2 is the socioeconomic system. It answers, how are resources produced and distributed? Who owns what? How incentives work? And how allocation happens? Layer 3 is governance. It answers, who decides and how? Elections, experts, bureaucracy, or coercion. It's the decision model. Now watch what happens when we place common terms into the right layer. Capitalism is mainly an economic system, private ownership, and markets. It's not automatically a moral ideology, even though people argue about it like one. Socialism is the confusing one because it can be two things. As an ideology, it's a value claim, more equality, more collective responsibility. As an economic system, it's about ownership and distribution, more public or worker ownership, more planning. Nationalism is primarily an ideology. It's about identity and priorities, but it can influence both economics and governance depending on the country. Democracy is a governance model. It describes who has authority and how legitimacy is produced. It can coexist with different ideologies and different economic systems. Technocracy is also a governance model, decisions led by experts and institutions. It can exist in democracies, in authoritarian systems, and under different economic models. Before we continue, if you think this is valuable, please like. It helps share it with others. Subscribe so we stay informed together. Once you separate these layers, debates stop being noise. Instead of arguing socialism versus capitalism as if it's one thing, you can ask, are we debating values, economics, or decision-making? Most public arguments collapse because people argue different layers at the same time. Here's the shortcut. When a debate goes nowhere, ask, which layer is this? Ideology, system, or governance? That question alone brings clarity back into politics. This is TNBC Explainers, understanding how the world actually works. Ideology, system, and governance is part of TNBC Explainers Module 2, Power, Governance, and the State. Subscribe to follow the full series and see how the pieces fit together. TNBC Explainers is a growing YouTube course. New concepts are added over time,